Yeah, and I'm aware of the email
Okay.
communication between you and him, and I am aware that he is communicating.
Okay,
So.
great. All right. I would like to know why the commission is taking the position that I was not formally trespassed, because to me, as a citizen, it was really clear with the, and I cannot remember the name. Unfortunately, I thought the recording captured it, but the deputy that was speaking with me that said, "You're trespassed." I mean, that's really clear when he said that. And then Commander Miller affirmed that, reinforced that when I was speaking with him outside. So where's the disconnect on that? Because I mean, that was for me pretty clear that I was trespassed, and if I didn't leave, as Commander Miller said, he's going to call police and I'm going to get arrested.
Okay.
So
I think the disconnect is that when someone is officially trespassed, there's paperwork that goes along with it, and you weren't served any paperwork. I asked after you emailed me, is there any paperwork was he given trespass paperwork? They said no one gave any trespass paperwork. We asked him to leave the campus. The end. Because as far as they were concerned, the index wasn't here, that's what you were looking for. And so your business was, you said your business wasn't concluded.
correct.
But we weren't going to produce the index that day.
Mhm.
So if that's what you were looking for, we didn't have it. And so they were asking at that time for you to leave. They may have used the word trespass. I'm not saying they didn't use that word.
Right now, you have to leave the building, okay? Leave the building. And yes, right now you
Like
are.
I said, I still have business conducted here, but you're telling me I'm not allowed to stay.
Right now, I'm telling
You're
you, what I'm
ordering
telling
me
you
out
is you cannot be in this building
Are
right
you
now.
ordering me out?
Yes, I am ordering you out. Okay.
You need to get off the property now, though, okay? Because you are trespassing.
And
right
if,
now.
and if I don't leave, I'll be placed under arrest.
Well, we'll call the King County Sheriff, and they would come.
But are you ordering me off the property?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you a
Yes.
police officer?
Yes.
You're a commissioned police
No,
officer.
I'm sorry. I am ordering you off the property. You are not allowed on this property.
Okay, so you're trespassing.
If you do not go, we will call the local authorities, and they will come and they will handle it, whether they feel fit. Whether that's give you a permanent no trespass order, or if that's them taking you into custody for trespass, that would be up to the local.
Okay, but you are
authorities.
trespassing.
I'm telling you, you are not allowed here. You are trespassing. Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
we
Okay.
understand. I'm saying that there's a process to trespass someone, and that didn't happen. They didn't give you paperwork, and there is no paperwork filed.
I do agree with you regarding the paperwork. In fact, that's part of one of the things I wanted to ask about regarding training. I have had a litany of issues as I've worked on stories. Usually a lot of places don't like investigative journalists to show up because usually when we do, there's something going on that we're trying to get to the bottom of, and most people don't like get caught doing that. And so all across the state, I've had many issues regarding law enforcement officers in every different situation, state patrol, sheriff's deputies, and city police officers, saying to me they can orally trespass, they could provide a warning, a written trespass warning, but that they do not need and have never heard of sections 105 and 115 of the trespass statute. So from 9852. And the 105 instructs officers exactly what criteria needs to be met and what their obligation is to perform when a trespass occurs. And that's in 105. In 115, it is the actual form and the 10 components that, even if that form is not used specifically, the 10 components that must be used in a form in order for the trespass to take effect. And so I'm guessing that's probably the paperwork you're talking about, Executive Director.
Yeah.
I cannot overstate how important it is to hear the Executive Director of the Criminal Justice Training Commission say yes right here. The head of all training for all police trainings in the entire state of Washington just admitted yes that RCW 9A.52.105 and 115 are controlling and required. Law enforcement officers out in the field are saying only an oral trespass is required a significant amount of the time.
I'd like that trespass warning. I'm going to be, let's just get.
Are you Gonna identify yourself? I need
No.
ID to write down who you are.
No, you don't. 90, 52,
Okay.
70, 80,
So-
105, and 115
So
does
you've
not
been
discuss that.
verbally advised that you're not allowed to do
So
that.
trespass. Okay.
Yeah, on
Okay.
that, on the secured property.
and that they are not required to do more.
Have been issued a trespass, is that
There are
there?
no trespass warrant yet. I
Okay.
have that. The only other thing I'm asking for is the declaration form, which preferably for you guys would just be signed by whatever that guy's name was with the beard that came out.
Okay.
He's the one that wants me trespassing. As soon as he signs it, geez, I'm out of here. Then what I can do is I can have no trespass warning, the declaration form that's required by statute. I go and I do my civil remedy. I petition my government to seek redress of grievances, and I can solve the problem that way.
Okay,
But
by
if-
our city, that's the only form we're required to give you. And you've been notified in person by law enforcement?
But we know that is not true when you read the very beginning of RCW 98.52.105. That issue right there is what is leading to the massive amount of unlawful trespasses by citizen journalists and auditors at locations that are working a story. If the law as written in Washington state were followed correctly, this issue would not exist. And the amount of negative encounters between law enforcement officers and citizen journalist auditors would decrease, if not completely go away. To all Washington state residents / citizens in this election year, remember this. This is a huge election year issue to take to your elected officials and have them run on. This is a primary liberty issue.
And in that sense, it seems to be something that most Leos are confounded by. They've never heard of it. And one of the things I have run across, I found it was interesting, is in this pocketbook that a lot of law enforcement officers carry with them. 105 and 115 is not present. Now, obviously, that doesn't excuse them
I
from.
never had that book. What's up with
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
Well, I've known a lot of Leos have said, yeah, I've got this book. They'll pull it out. I've even seen them pull it out. Kind of go through it, and it's a quick reference manual.
Yeah.
And it's not an exhaustive list. It does say selected statutes. But I've heard a lot of Leos say, yeah, if I've got a question out in the field, maybe I can't call to a supervisor, one's not available, I'll reference this pocket guide real quick.
Okay.
And I found it interesting that it's not in there.